Guys, so here's a tutorial for working with Foamboard and the technique that you need to have. So the materials and the tools that you will need is, of course, some Foamboard, a ruler, a triangle, some tacky glue, an X-Acto knife, a pencil, and some blades for your X-Acto knife. So first, you might want to try to measure out your pieces in the foam board. So the foam board sometimes is tricky because you need to do multiple scores through it when you want to cut it. And also you gotta check your blades every so often so you don't have like a dull cut on the foam board. And so right here I'm just measuring out like the X's of the foam board to seal the edges, so you don't see that part when you're gluing the both parts together. And then here I'm just measuring out the excess part, and here's already cut out the edge. And then I'm applying some glue with a little stick so it's not that messy. And here I'm kind of measuring and already pasting the two parts together. So this technique, you use it, you can't see the edges of the foam board. So right here I'm just showing you how it looks and how it's supposed to look with the edges already sealed. And right here I'm already I'm again applying the glue with a tiny stick so it's not that messy. Then once you have all of your parts cut, then you can just glue it all together. So there you have it. So here are some tricks that you may find a little bit helpful. Check for your foam board quality. Sometimes you can find some that are very Dollar Tree quality foam board, but it may depend on your project that you're working on. But first ask your instructor if it's okay to use that one. But most of the time you're gonna use good quality material, so choose wisely your foam board. Check for your cutting surface. So you might want to have a very clean and steady surface to cut all of your materials. So that also helps with how straight your cuts are. So be careful with that one. Avoid painting your mistakes once you have done them. So in architecture school, you want to make sure that all of your cuts and all of your crafting is done very well, because once you're way too caught up with the project, you don't want to go back and fix those mistakes. So it's better to try it a lot more times than having to go back to your project and covering up those mistakes, because trust me, they will notice. Also, control the amount of glue that you use by only using a little stick or a tiny piece of paper or something that you have by hand to apply the glue, so it looks a little bit more clean, as I said back in the video. Last but not least, avoid silicone in the hot glue gun, otherwise told by the instructor. If it is a study model, you may be able to use the hot glue gun, but if not, avoid at all cost.
silicone and hot glue guns because it's very messy and it just makes your work look very bad.